Here in Penzance. St Michael's Mount over there where we were the other day. And there are people swimming. You're going to go for a swim, P?
I doubt that very much. Oh no, that was her legs and her...
I know.
Well, you know seals do upside down with their flippers.
Oh, okay, yeah. We thought that was a seal. It was a wild swimmer. Oh, here's a little rocky beach down there and a harbour wall. Beautiful. Oh, when the sun's out, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yes.
You loving it?
Sun's out, it's good.
All right, Penzance. Oh, I was given the Royal Charter in about 15 something. Pirates of Penzance was based on this town, and it was written in 1879, and it was written as a parody because Penzance was known as a peaceful, quiet, tidy little town. It's a fishing town and now very much a tourist town. Hey, we're at the car park for the Merry Maidens Stone Circle. What's that say, P?
It just says not to damage the...
Okay. Rosa Gwyth Hemliar Carnow. Okay, so we think we go over this wee stile. All right, going forward. She's doing good. It looks easy on film, but it's a little bit tricky. Yeah, Blackbird is giving instructions. You're doing well, mate. You okay?
That was there.
Use all parts of the body when descending a stile. Well done, mate. So we're making our way up to the Merry Maidens.
It's little bits of poop.
Little bits of poop. Animal poop, to be specific. So yes, we're in a field making our way to... It's a Neolithic site. So it's... Yeah, I'll find it in a minute, a few thousand years old. So the Merry Maidens, 12 of them, were dancing on the Sabbath. And of course, this is verboten, not allowed even back in Celtic times. Actually, there might be 17. I'll put that down below. There's more than 12. So they were dancing on the Sabbath anyway, and they were turned to stone for doing that. And over there somewhere, in the field opposite, are two 3 metre stones that were the pipers. They were also turned to stone. So a bit of a bugger. Here we are. There are hundreds of Neolithic and Bronze Age stones and stone circles and barrows and Celtic crosses. Pretty much most made from granite, pretty substantially built and weathered, and still here. Another stuff. The pipers were they're 3 metre tall granite stones, and they were the pipers that played while the dancers danced, Merry Maidens danced.
Oh, the pipers, okay.
Yeah. Here we have another wee style. Trisha's abandoned the stone style concept.
So this new idea.
What?
A new idea, opening the gate.
Go through a gate instead of clambering over a stone stile. So on a little day trip odyssey, where have we been? Penzance?
Yeah. Mousehole?
Yeah, Mousehole. Except we couldn't stop because there wasn't any parking and the roads are...
So tiny.
Yeah, about kind of like... Oh, not even my little finger, a thin person's little finger. We met quite a bit of traffic, it was peak hour, you know. So we looked at it as we drove past. We've just seen the Merry Maidens, Neolithic Bronze Age stone circle and there was another rock there, walked across the field, that sort of thing. And now we're off to Land's End because it didn't open till 10. So
Town didn't open till 10.
Yeah, that's true. And then we've got a couple of tin mines. One's on the side of a, I don't know, cliff. Yeah, we'll see what's what. Fun day out, eh? Enjoying it?
Sun's still out, yeah.
Yeah, sun's still out.
Which is good.
Yeah. All right then. Laters. We're here.
Bye.
We've made it through some twisty lanes. Sun's out. It's not too crowded. Cost £8 to park, but it goes to keeping the beautiful landscape. So that's all right. Let's go and see. Looks a little bit like Disney World from here, but we'll see. What do you think?
Okay.
Excited?
I can't remember when I was last year, but I think it looks different. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's called Commercial Enterprise. All right, coffee.
Coffee.
So there we have the first and last pub in England. Gonna head over there in a minute. So that's the Longships Lighthouse. It's actually a mile and a half out there from Land's End. Comes from the resemblance of the rocks to a Viking longship. It was built in 1870 and lit on, so it took 5 years to build, finally lit in 1875, and the lighthouse keepers were paid £30 a year. So now we're heading in to get the photograph. So when Nanny was here in about 1952 or something, she didn't have to pay. If we had Molly with us, we'd bring her. So you write down what you want on the
The dog got in the picture.
sign, and then you pay $10.99, and then you go over there and collect it. Did you enjoy the photo experience?
Superb.
Superb. We refrained from putting M loves P in the date, as a lot of other couples had. Well, not M loves P really, I think they put Donna and Dave and
Heart.
Ian Hart.
We aren't that sort of people.
Ian Hart Brenda. And yeah, we went with just showing people how far away Yorkeys Knob is. And actually, did you realise that distance to Yorkeys Knob, 15,000 and something kilometres, is only half the length, half the distance of our upcoming pub crawl. Quite amazing, really. I think that just goes to show how large Australia is. Now we're heading to the first and last house on the UK mainland. I think that's what it's known as. Proudly flying the Cornish. That would have been much better with a pub. The flag of Cornwall. This is pretty lovely. There's a couple of caves down there. Just an absolutely stunning, gorgeous coastline. These models were created by hand by a local artist of St Ives, Leslie Caswell, in the 70s. So it's not actually an aerial shot of a village, in case you were wondering. They're an interesting snapshot of some of Cornwall's architectural gems, from Tintagel's post office to the thatched fishermen's cottages of Cadwich. So we're here at the Botallack tin mine workings. It closed in the 1800s, but initially it extended out there. It's the Crown Engine House down there. I wonder they had to have Cornish pasties. Couldn't exactly pop up to the canteen, could they?
No.
So that was the engine house of the mines, and some went as deep as 220 fathoms, and some just a few fathoms, stretching out that way. Amazing. And only open for less than 100 years. What do you think about working down there?
justified it.
Yeah,
Bit dirty.
yeah, in the 18th
But
century.
how did they survive in the water?
They were in a tunnel. I guess till 17. What did I say? 1714. They built tunnels, subterranean tunnels. Amazing. Trisha's been very tolerant. I've been mucking about, taking pictures with every kind of device. There's a boat out there. It's tiny.
Up there, or do we take it going along
I think that might go past. I think we go up here. Yeah. Not sure, but I think these might be the arsenic storehouses. So they kept it all rather than scatter it around. This closed in 1990. And we're going to do an underground tour, which is early mining over here. There we are, Cornish mining. And there's 3 miners. And the pit head.
They're a bit big, aren't they?
We can take an appropriate size. There are children's hats there.
So I don't think I'm going to choose that.
Okay, we're on the Geevor mine tour.
Do you want a picture of you, Ben?
So this is the winder house. The driver's cab. I could just feel compelled to walk past this sign. That's a 4-man cage. This electric winder was commissioned in 1954, replacing the steam winder that was next door. The drill shop. Huh? The drill shop. They'll have a Black and slightly bigger than a Black and Decker. No Roy Obies either here. This is what's known as the dry. It's the changing house, and there was a shower. Originates from the 19th century. Steam pipes from the beam engines were passed through the change house, allowing miners for the first time to dry themselves and change their clothes before leaving for home. Prior to this, they had to walk home in their wet, dirty clothes across the open ground in all weathers. So the dry was a major improvement, and so the name stuck. I guess I won't be going in there. To the end, 16th of February 1990. That, guess who was Prime Minister? I said, guess who was Prime Minister on the 16th of February 1990? Take a guess.
Better.
Of course. This looks like the last shift finished. And everybody just walked out, didn't it? So apparently we've been going through this mill for about, what, 5 minutes at least, 6 minutes?
Yeah.
And we're about halfway through. And there's all the different sections of it. This must have been pretty noisy. What do you think?
Yes.
Love it. In Britain, you can even take your dog on a mine tour. Look at that. Right. Heading in. Mind your head. That's why it's a blue helmet. They're not that tall.
Some of the bits stick out of it.
Yeah. That would have hurt.
Did it hurt?
No, it would have done.
Yeah, I would have done.
Look, there's a bit of rail on it. Okay. Down.
Upside down.
No, your head. Put your bend down. Ah, imagine walking like this to work. You right? Stand up. No wonder they say wear your helmet.
Yeah.
Been trekking through here for a couple of weeks now. Luckily, we know we're not under the ocean, so this water is not from that. I guess the engineers come in and check this regularly. daylight. We made it. That's my hat. I think that's why they say wear a hard hat. I did go boof a few times. I never saw a viper. Oh no. That's an adder, a viper, because it's got little V's on it.